Hi, I'm Anne. Welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Reads. Today we're doing my June wrap-up, finally. In case you haven't caught this in any of my other videos, my computer went out. My hard drive died for a while, so I've had to get it fixed. So everything's a little behind where it needs to be. But we are finally back in good working order, or we will be, obviously, by the time you see this. And so today I'm going to wrap up the books I read in June. I did not have a great reading month in June. I read good books, just not very many of them. So I read 5 books, or I completed 5 books. One was a carryover from May. So I read 4.5 books in June. So we're just going to talk about those real quick. The book that I completed in June that was a holdover from May was The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. And then right after that, I went into Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. These are books 2 and 3 in the Mistborn trilogy. And if you've been watching any of my videos lately, you know that I am falling madly in love with Brandon Sanderson books. These are the first 3 that I've read. And I'm already, when I'm filming this, I'm already reading another one. So I'm really loving his books. I'm not going to go too much into specifics of these 2 books because of spoilers, but this trilogy follows Vin, who is basically a street girl, who becomes part of a crew that is setting out to overthrow the Lord Ruler. So it's just got everything that classic fantasy needs. It's got a really fascinating magic system where people have different abilities based on their ability to ingest and burn certain metals. It's really interesting. The characters are really fantastic. Vin and the crew, as well as some of the nobility that she comes into contact with. And books 2 and 3 just really build really well on the foundation of book 1. There's surprising twists. There were unexpected, just things I didn't expect. The ending wasn't what I expected, but I loved it. And if you have not picked up Brandon Sanderson yet, I definitely recommend that you do. After that, I was in the mood for something completely different, so I picked up The Island of Adventure by Enid Blyton. This is a middle grade, kind of a classic children's adventure story. It follows 4 children, 2 sets of siblings who are living near the sea, and there's this island that the locals call the Island of Gloom, which, of course, as soon as they know it's called the Island of Gloom, that's exactly where they want to go. They're told not to go. Of course, they go anyway. And it's just, again, there's nothing spectacular about this book, but it was just such a fantastic, stereotypical 50s children's adventure book. I loved it. There were villains and a parrot, just everything, you know, secret tunnels and hidden passageways, and really, really good. This is the first in a series. I will continue on just because I really enjoyed this so much. After that, I picked up The Peach Keeper by Sarah Addison Allen. This is my 3rd Sarah Addison Allen book. And I really love her books. They're just light and I would call them a little bit fluffy, but they're good palate cleansers. They're just a little bit of magic involved, usually someone that can change your mood by the food they make or something along those lines. And this follows 2 ladies in this kind of very southern town with this women's society, and they uncover this secret that their grandmothers had. And it's really sweet. I love the characters. I like the romance. I say a lot that I don't read romance. I don't read books that are primarily romance. This is a lot more about community. Yes, it is about the romance, but it's about the community and the families and just the secrets that have held this town together or split them apart for years and generations. And I really like her books. I will continue to read them. The last book I read this month, I read it over the course of the entire month. So the last book I completed this month was Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. This is a classic that follows Molly Gibson, who is a teenage girl, and her father, who is a widower. He's the local doctor. And when she is in her late teens, her father decides to remarry. And she ends up with a stepmother and a stepsister that are not always pleasant. And I liked this book. There's nothing about it that makes it like a favorite, but there's nothing about it that I disliked. So it's a solid 4-star book for me. And I really loved Molly as a character. I got frustrated for her. I got frustrated with the stepmother a lot. And yeah, there's just a lot of kind of the drama that you would expect. Romance and secret relationships and just some people that are very self-focused, but definitely worth the time to read. So that's it. Those are the 5 books that I completed in the month of June. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.